Hey, welcome back to season 2, week 3 of whatever this is. Is it a podcast? Is it not a podcast? I don't know. What I do know is at the beginning of the year, I set a list of 10 goals in comedy, and here's where we come to discuss them. So, without further ado, let's start the show. Oh boy, I nailed that. The timing, impeccable. Welcome back, everybody. We're here for another week. We've made it again. Uh, we're only 3 days late. Technically, it's week 4 of the year, but it's week 3 of me putting out a video because I was busy this week. Had a lot of things going on. Uh, let's see. Wednesday night, I was free. I got to go to the open mic um, at the Comedy Zone. I hadn't been able to go to an open mic since before Christmas. Just the way my schedule has worked out. I've been busy, and those jokes they start to build up. You got to get them out somewhere. Um, so I was able to do that. I got there 5 minutes after I got there. My wife calls me and tells me that my daughter has left the sink running in the bathroom and flooded the bathroom and the hallway and the bedrooms. So yay! Uh, it it wasn't that bad. She got it cleaned up for the most part. We rented a dryer, a little fan for the bedrooms, uh, and I think it'll be okay. What else? Thursday and Saturday we had the kids had flag football games, which is fun. They're getting towards the end of the season in flag football, so they're ramping up to go to the playoffs. Uh, my son lost one game, he won the other game, and then my daughter, she lost her game 12-14, but she didn't know who the home team and away team was, so she thought she won, which is a win-win. Uh, she had a great time. Uh, let's see. We've been we've been knocking out these trying to walk again challenges. They're going good. They're getting a ton of views. Uh, everywhere that I frequent, the people are watching them. Uh, People at Target have seen them. My coworkers at Home Depot have seen them. Um, yeah, the people at the Mexican restaurant we eat at have seen them. So we're getting a following. It's all going to be how to walk again, people. They're rooting for me. Um, and so that's what we've been doing. Um, and I'll tell you the the video. I've been waiting to do the video with the balloons for like a week. I got ready to do it, and then the weather got bad here, and it was ugly outside. Um, and so I guess Thursday, Thursday the weather was pretty. Uh, we went to Michael's to get the balloons, and you have to order them like 2 hours in advance. So we got there at like 2 o'clock, and I said I need 24 balloons, and the lady gets out her form and she starts filling it out. Takes my name, takes all my information, and then she says, "Okay, well you have to go pick out the balloons." So I go to the rack and I pick out 24 different colored balloons, and I come back, and then she starts sorting them, and she's like, "We have to go back over there and get the numbers for the balloons so we can know which balloons to scan." So she takes all the balloons that I just got, takes them back over there, and one by one matches the color to the number of the bin and writes it down. Then she came back and opened up, she has a book with all the numbers and all the SKUs, and then she individually, one at a time, matched the color and rang up each balloon. She got to 23, she was out of balloons. So she had to recount and do it again to find which one she had missed. It took 40 minutes to buy 2 dozen balloons. So that put us at it was like 1 o'clock. So I'm like, can I get these balloons at 4? She says, sure. I'm like, will they call me when they're done? She says, no, we'll just be done at 4. But all right. So I go to the mall, spend 2 hours at the mall. We come back, it's like 3:45. I walk in, no balloons. The lady says, oh, yeah, I just talked to the manager. We're fixing to start these balloons. We've got till 4. Like, it's 3:40 now. Like, when are you? I don't think you're going to do these balloons in 20 minutes. If you could have done them in 20 minutes, I'd have waited at 1 o'clock. Um, so I decided that I was running. It was too late. I was running out of time. It was going to be dark outside before I got ready to shoot these balloon videos. And so I told her, I said, "Can I get them tomorrow at 2 o'clock when I get off work?" She said, "Sure. I'll write it down. I'll put it on the slip. 2 o'clock tomorrow." 2 o'clock tomorrow rolls around. My mom comes to help me so that she can wrangle these balloons and put them in the car. And 2 o'clock, there's not a balloon to be found. I asked them. They found the bag of balloons. Like, and then she calls the manager. She's like, "Oh, he's standing here, and we don't have the balloons. What should I do?" It's just like, "Can you wait, and we'll do the balloons?" And I said, "How long is it going to take? Because again, I don't want to run out of light before I shoot this video. It'll take 10 minutes." I said, "Oh, I can wait 10 minutes." It took an hour to do these 24 balloons, which I believe is how long it takes to do 24 balloons. I was not surprised that it took an hour. What I was surprised is that they didn't start it at 1 o'clock. And so we got the balloons. We shoved them all in my truck, and I drove home with 24 balloons surrounding me. I have a video. I'll put that out. Um, and then the up video, I loaded it. It went pretty good. I was happy with it. Um, it has about the same number of views as all the other videos, and it cost 24 times more than the rest of them. So the production value on that one has gone way up. These videos are getting expensive. For the first one, when I threw change in the fountain, uh, people commented that it wasn't enough. I said, They're like, "You're too broke to throw pennies in there. Is it you need if you're gonna make a wish, you need to throw a little more change in there." So some people thought maybe the fountain was broken. So we're gonna have to do another fountain video uh, coming up here in the future. That's uh that's what we did. That's what we did this week. Let's see. Let's get to the goals. That's why we're all here. Uh, for the goals, bring up the goals. There, there's the goals. As always, 2026 goals are double our followers, financial legitimacy, writing 30 to 60 new minutes of material, performing 75 to 100 sets, uh, post 1 to 2 clips per week, one top tier comedy festival, 2 new states, 3 new states, just kidding, shoot a special, produce my own show, and have fun. So let's see where we're at on that. Let's look at the followers because you are not going to believe the followers. Hide the goals, bring up the followers. There they are. All right. It's a new year. We got new followers. Look at this. Instagram, we started the year with 1573. Last week we had 1578, and this week we were at 1601. I wasn't posting the How to Walk Again videos on Instagram to start with because I thought they had a different video format, but they don't. You can use the same video format. So I'm posting them there too. They're like 3 or 4 days behind. but I think they're catching up. They're doing good there. TikTok. We started with 3,879. Last week we were at 3,946, and today we're at 4,015. So TikTok is doing well. Um, Facebook, we're at 1200, 1208. We're still at 1208. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my comedy page, and I'm going to merge that with my original page and just call that Wes Johnson Comedy. I think having two pages now is confusing to people, and so I'm just going to have one page, so you don't have to come to one and then go to the other, and then I'll be able to keep track of the followers a little easier on that. With that said, YouTube, we've we've doubled, we've tripled our followers. We started off at 125. We went to 216, and now we're at 358. That's not true? 375 will be doubled. Let me see. We're gonna do a live update because I think we're close here. Drum roll, please. No, we're live. It's 358. Okay, so we've almost tripled our following on YouTube in the first 3 weeks of the year. So I'm happy with YouTube. If I can get everything else to do that, uh, we will be in luck. So that's the followers. Let's go back to the goals and discuss what else is going on. Write 30 to 60 new minutes of material. And that brings us to a new segment I like to call Day One Jokes. So this is a joke that I'm working on. This is the first time that I have told the joke. I'm at the Comedy Zone open mic, and I will share that with you.
Having a good couple months. I got to finally experience
the first
what it's like to be a real man,
here.
a real husband.
And now I have to find it
shot
and
a
then
deer.
move it back. First time joke.
Fed my family.
Bring it back.
You know?
It's talking now. All right.
There
you go. This is the first time I've told this joke.
What it's like to be a real man, a real husband. I shot a deer. I've fed my family. You know, I've provided. I'm a hunter, and I bought the next biggest thing in a man's life. I bought a deep freezer for my garage. I'm a deep freezer people. I got 2 freezers now, one inside, one outside. That and a French bulldog. I'm looking up. You know what I mean? Then I got to experience one of the other joys of being a homeowner. I went on vacation, and when I came back home, that deep freezer was dead. All dead. My whole deer, hot inside it. So I had to do what I know how to do. When you need to hide something, I'm coming. I bagged all that rotten meat up, and I took it to the apartment complex across the street, and I left it in their dumpster. Called my cousin, told him what happened. He's a firefighter. He said, "Oh man, you jerk." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He says, "That's going to start to stink. They're going to think there's a dead body in there. They're going to call us, and I'm going to have to get in that dumpster." All right, my name is Wes Johnson.
All right, that is the new joke. That's a true story. The freezer went out in our house, and we didn't realize it until everything in it was majorly thawed out. So we took it and dumped it in the dumpster at the apartment complex by our house. And my cousin said, we have to go through dumpsters like once or twice a month. He said it happens all the time. He said, and it's always somebody's rotten meat. He said he's been doing it for years. There's never a body, always rotten meat. But one time it could be a body, so they got to look every time. All right. So that's the first. This is a new segment called First Time Joke, and we'll put that joke. I'll do it again next week, and we'll be able to watch the progression of how these jokes come about because they all start off pretty rough, and then we'll refine it from there. So that brings us to everybody's next favorite segment, the Steve Harvey motivational quote of the week. You can't get to where you need to be if you don't know where you're going. As wise words from Steve Harvey, who's dressed like the Joker. Um, can't you can't get somewhere if you don't know where to go. That's why I feel like it's important to set these goals and then follow them like a roadmap to where I'm trying to go. I guess you could set the goals and then make a vision board. Maybe I'll do that next week. Set up a vision board so we can discuss uh, where I'm trying to be. Because I'm trying to be in a $5 million uh, Viking sport fisher uh, boat. Can I get in the boat? I don't know. Are they accessible? I don't think so. Do I want one? Yep. So that's that's where we're going. And and now I know I can get there because I know where I'm going. Thank you, Steve Harvey. That's why you're the man. If you can't trust a man in a purple Joker suit, who can you trust? All right. Thank you, Steve. All right. Let's talk about where we're going, where you can find me. Uh, Again, this week on Wednesday, the 28th, I'm going to be at the Comedy Zone for the Best of Jacksonville show. It is a local show where the best comedians in Jacksonville come to work. Uh, I'll be headlining it. So come out, say hey, buy a koozie, buy a t-shirt, support live comedy. Um, and then, where's the next one? February 20th, I will be on the A Train Live, the Experience show at the WJCT studio. This is a big show. Uh, it's a fun show. It will sell out, so get your tickets early. There are still VIP tickets available. If you want to do the VIP experience, you get to sit up front. I think it comes with drinks. Uh, but I'm the feature, so I'm going to be doing like 15 to 20 minutes. And then Mark Henderson is the headliner. Super funny guy. I can't wait for that show. That is February 20th. Get your tickets because it will sell out. He's been selling this show out for 11 years. And I think that's all I've got. Uh, I should have plugged the sponsor at the beginning because y'all like to leave before I get to the end. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Today's sponsor is Upside. It's the free gas app. Or the money back for gas. It's not free, but you get money back. Just for buying gas you were gonna get anyway. You register your debit card, you fill up your tank, and you get money back per gallon. It's that easy. Sign up using my code Wesley35552, and you're going to save 25 cents a gallon on your first purchase, and I'm going to get 25 cents a gallon off my next purchase. So we're helping each other out. As always, thank y'all so much for supporting me. Thank you for supporting live comedy and this podcast. Come to a show, say hi, and have a good week.